Since you have to survive in the show, you have to make a connection because the structure of the show says that. The name of the show says that, Splitsvilla. If you're not feeling that strongness in that connection in the show, how you can perform well and how you can win. I never thought about the show. I never thought in that way कि मुझे roadies करना है क्योंकि मैं तो सिर्फ focused हूँ, मुझे connection नहीं बनाना. I was knowing the fact that if somehow we three with Trio are gonna be in the dumping zone, I'm gonna be the one who's gonna get targeted. So I already shared this thing with Dhruv and Sapna before the show.
Reality shows के exciting होने का सबसे बड़ा factor होता है उनके contest और जहाँ होते हैं यही contestants कामयाब एक task को successfully जीतने में, वही task को जीतने के बावजूद भी कुछ ऐसे कलाकार हैं जो हो जाते हैं गेम से बाहर. जी हाँ, हम बात कर रहे हैं एक ऐसे ही कंटेस्टेंट के बारे में जो कि MTV स्प्लिट्सविला में कुछ ज्यादा ही परफेक्शन से अपने टास्क को परफॉर्म ही नहीं बल्कि जीतते भी आ रहे थे. हम बात कर रहे हैं समर्थ्या शर्मा के बारे में जो अनफॉर्चुनेटली टीम के हार जाने के कारण शो से हो गए हैं एलिमिनेट. और आज वो हमारे साथ इस कैंडिड चैट सेशन में जुड़ने वाले हैं और शेयर करेंगे उनकी MTV स्प्लिट्सविला की जर्नी के बारे में. A lot about the insights from the house itself. He will actually be busting few of the secrets of the contestants and a lot more facts about MTV स्प्लिट्सविला का गेम शो itself. Well, one more eviction, one more elimination. स्प्लिट्सविला की गेम कुछ ज्यादा ही अच्छे से चल रही है, I should say. Firstly, welcome to Telechakkar.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What do you have to tell about your journey, Samarthya? That खत्म हो गई है, even though एक नई journey start होगी, but then you had a lot of hope. So what would you, as in accumulate the whole journey as? How was it for you?
I would say it's a lifetime experience. There's a saying कि जिंदगी में एक बार ऐसा experience जरूर होना चाहिए. So for me it's like that, and my purpose of going to Splitsvilla is to enter into the film industry. I just love that part. And meeting Ran sir and Sunny ma'am, it's like a dream come true for me. And meeting contestants and the whole structure, like how people are working in the back end. Because I'm a person who loves being on the camera. So yes, it's very enriching. It's beautiful. It's a lifetime experience for me.
I would say even though you knew that your main goal is to actually go into the film industry, but then you came here. Obviously, you met a lot of people. You made connections with them. How was that experience for you? Did you find someone special जिनके साथ अपना bond अब आगे तक ले जाना चाह रहे हैं?
After the show?
Yes.
Okay, I would say like people often have this perception like going to a reality show. It's a show where you meet people and after the show you hang out, you date each other, and then you get married. Whereas the truth of the matter is, reality show is everyone has a different reason to go to. Like for it just provides you that platform. It's a door opener, or it brings that easiness in your struggle part. People often miss this fact that these people are going to the industry. So they have to stay focused. If you lose that focus, if you invest your energies onto your relationship, which you are sharing that connection in the show, you are going to definitely not going to make that mark, which is hard for you. It's healthy if it's in that way. It can work for you. It can work in favor of you. But you have to be very practical. You have to be very focused if you want to reach that mark. Because I'm a person who is very focused, who is very conscious, whose purpose of going to Splitsvilla is to bring opportunities for myself after the show, which is happening now. Now I'm getting one show whose shooting is going to begin up in the next month. It's a OTT platform.
In that regard, Samarthya, I would say that even though your vision was very much clear, but then obviously show में है तब तक survive करने के लिए connection तो बनाना ही पड़ेगा types. And we saw you getting to know two other people, but then one fizzled out, and then one way Nikita के साथ your bond was a little better than the other, and then things were going decently well with you people. So how was your bonding with her? I would say, and it's not important that you're dating her. It's just like a generic thing that maybe she's a very dear one. So how was it with her?
Since you have to survive in the show, you have to make a connection because the structure of the show says that. The name of the show says that, Splitsvilla. Like I split with my first connection and I formed my connection with the other one. I didn't break up my connection with Janvi. It's just like that. If you're not feeling that strongness in that connection in the show, how you can perform well and how you can win. So it's very important to be vocal about your feelings, to be clear about that thing, so that because हमें 2 या 3 दिन ही हुए थे उस time when I just shared that thing with Janvi कि I'm not connecting with you. Let's swap because the show is all about that. So what's the purpose of staying together if we are not connecting in some way? So that's why I swapped with Nikita. Though I would say the circumstances allowed us, because I never thought I'm going to make a connection with Nikki, because on the very next day when I broke up my connection with Janvi, there was this challenge which Samruddhi has to perform. So Samruddhi chose Nikita. Nikita chose me. So it all happened from that side.
I understand, your perspective, but then, what I am curious about here is that when a guy like you who's pretty sure about, what he wants in life, and, you are there just for the fact कि अच्छा मुझे अपना career build करना है, connections से मुझे मतलब नहीं है. So don't you think that you should have been a part of roadies instead of Splitsvilla?
No, I would say it's the opposite.
Because performance. Because roadies gives you the side of performance, and you are looking out for only performance and actually looking out for the future.
I never thought about the show. I never thought in that way कि है, मुझे नोटिस करना है क्योंकि मैं तो सिर्फ फोकस्ड हूँ, मुझे कनेक्शन नहीं बना रहा. Splitsvilla, if you take it, you have to think it as a show. The show's guidelines, the show's I would say discipline is in that way. You have to form a connection because show demands that thing from you. If you're not performing well, because I would say as an actor, only people can connect with you if you're performing well in the show. If it's a reality show, then also you have to perform best. If it's a movie, then also you have to perform the best. So in a reality show, you have to be very mindful about everything that you do. So if you are in the reality show and if you're not forming connection and if you're saying कि मुझे तो सिर्फ I have to go into the industry only, so people will be like क्यों आया Splitsvilla, तो अकेले ही खेल.
That's my question. That's my inquisitive mind question. Like, you know?
So that's what I'm saying. If I'm getting the opportunity of Splitsvilla, so I have to stick to the discipline of the show. I have to form a connection because as an actor, you have to go into that character where you are performing that connection, where you have to make it so vivid so that people should connect with you. People should be like how genuine this person is. You don't have to fake it, but you have to be like that. You have to be in that way. So just that's what I always believe. Just be truthful to the character that you are playing. Though I'm not much into fighting, I'm composed, I'm calm. So that's what I maintained in the whole trajectory of the show.
In that regards, I would say that, you know, everybody has a character that आपने जैसे वो बोला to play in the show itself, and I'm sure you were playing your side of the character. But how true was that character? Because you know you were good to everyone. You had a great bond with everyone. How can a person have a great bond with everyone? Like, you know, was it like a tactic that you planned, like a, you know?
Never. I'm very sociable firstly, and second is I'm very calm. You know, people often say कि यार सब झगड़ रहे हैं तो, but मुझे पता है ना, like when people are fighting, they are faking it at times. Not might be real at times. So I know how to maintain the tandem between mind and body because I have worked on myself in that way. Like I often say this particular age bracket, 18 to 25 is an age bracket where you just invest time onto yourself. Just try to find out what you're calling in life, what you want to do in life. That investment favored me in the show to stay calm. And that's what my quality is. That's what my persona is. And I never played in groups. That's what my saying is. Probably for the audience, it might look in that way. I maintain my own individuality because at the end of the day, you play for yourself and for your connection. You don't play for the other person. That's what I would say. It might help you in that way that if you maintain a good bond with everyone, you can be in the safe zone. But still, in the last episode, it didn't work out in that way.
I was just about to come out there because, you know, mostly क्या होता है whenever somebody is eliminated from Splitsvilla mainly, or maybe a reality show for that precise reason, they call their elimination quite unfair. They said that, you know, we did not deserve to be out. So what would you tag your elimination as?
If you're getting out, definitely that's gonna be the thing because you performing and losing, that's a different thing. You know that I didn't perform well or I ditched this person, that's why I'm losing or I'm getting eliminated. Even I had a conversation with Jay before the Dome session that if you get a part, so please don't write my name on the cue card. So he told me that Trevon, I have already given my commitment to Trevon and Arushi. So I was knowing the fact that if somehow we three with Trio are gonna be in the dumping zone, I'm gonna be the one who's gonna get targeted. So I already shared this thing with Drew and Sapna before the show, but I don't know what happened with them, how they functioned mentally and how they processed their decision. And because it's very obvious if you think in that way, that person who is in the dumping zone and his connection is sitting in the safe zone, and there's enough possibility that we're going to be an idle match. The person from the other group is definitely going to target the person who is in the dumping zone, whose possibilities to become an idle match, because no one wants another idle match. It's a problem, right? So definitely it's very obvious. Arushi's idle match is no one. Trevon ka idle match nahi thi Arushi, and Arushi is not going to pair with any other person. So it's very obvious they are going to target me only.
Do you think that you were targeted because you were one of the strongest contenders and not because of the connection point out
Obviously,
here?
because everyone has to play smart. And when Jay got the opportunity to dump someone who is strong enough to give him a strong competition, so definitely he will kick out his competition. So even I would do the same.
If you would have been there and, you know, if you had to choose that, you know, आपकी जगह कौन जाता, तो आप किससे अपनी जगह को बदलते?
Arushi or Trevon, दोनों में से.
Seeing from outside, I would say that, you know, somewhere down the line, it was like, okay, you had a good answer to almost everything out there. So would you actually, because some of them actually tagged you diplomatic, so would you say that you are diplomatic somewhere in life, or you are not at all diplomatic?
I would say that it's okay if they're terming me as diplomatic, because everyone has a different opinion, and I don't pass my judgment so easily, because I'm a person who digests the things properly and then react. As long as you are clear about yourself, it hardly matters what someone is talking about you.
Even though you haven't fought, like, you know, inside the house itself, but still, if given a chance to go back into the Splitsvilla ka ghar once again, who do you think आप जाते सारी एक चुनौती किसको देना चाहेंगे?
Jay ko, again, I would say. Like you kicked your competition or your competition is back.
Then how different would your journey be if you go back in the house? Like, what is that you would not do? ऐसा क्या है जो अपने में आप change करके, you know, you would go, you would want to be the same way around, but be a little more cautious
I'll firstly
about.
calm my connection, tell her not to, during that dome session, don't fight with the person who is from the opposite gang when they have the part. So don't indulge in that thing. Just try to play smart whenever you are in that way.
But then, have you ever been a part of a gang fighting session or something? Because you yourself are from Dhruv ka, you know, the side of the gang or something for that matter. So have you actually, you know, planned and plotted against people, sitting there and, you know, very slyly done that? Have you done that?
Yeah, it happened a lot of times.
The last thing that I would love here is that, you know, I'll just take, like, let's say a few names. As for example, like fake कौन है, कौन हमेशा makeup में रहना prefer करता है, and all these things, terms, and you can just give me names of people that you think fit in that category. Okay. Who's the Wildcard in Splitsvilla? Who's always fighting and, you know, has an answer, always aggressive? कौन है वो?
Okay, Sapna.
Okay. Then who is this makeup की दुकान?
Makeup की दुकान. I would say in a good way, it's Nikita. That validation.
Okay. Who is that excessive level का fitness freak?
Excessive level का.
Yes.
Gary.
Okay. Who is that cheating करने वाला? Like, you know, diet पे cheat करने वाला? Who do you think will actually cheat on his diet?
Kevin drinks a lot of coke. वो हमारे रूम की भी ले जाता था.
Wow. Okay. Splitsvilla में कौन है जो plan and plot करने में believe करता है?
Nikhil is a good planning and he does good planning, I would say.
And who is a backstabber, you would say?
Kevin can be.
Okay. And who thinks that, you know, he or she rules the Splitsvilla? Like, you know, उनके decisions पे ही वो घर चलता है type.
No one. I don't believe in that way.
Because past कुछ time से तो मुझे Kevin का ही नाम pop हो रहा है. So
it's how people say, because, you know, he's being vocal and we are not being vocal. It's very easy to judge people on the basis of when they are being very expressive.
okay. Who is that one person who's actually fighting for the camera?
Shivam.
Okay. Who's that one person who's very sly with his remarks? You know, they want to play a game also, but be very sly and very safe around people.
I would say Arushi.
Okay. Who do you think is actually faking a bond वहाँ पे? Bond है नहीं, लेकिन सिर्फ pretend कर रहे हैं, but बहुत ही perfection से pretend कर. Shivam Falak. Okay. Okay. And last वाला, who do you really think that, you know, have a bond and घर के बाहर भी they might survive with that bond? Or maybe who do not have a bond, but they should try with a bonding thing with them.
Me and Janvi.
So you would want to take out a little time from your focused Bollywood career.
You know, bonding, it's not always about की relationship या dating में करना. It's like
I know, sir. I'm just generally asking to know her.
It can be. It can be in that way, yeah.
All right, perfect. What are your future plans, Samarthya? I would ask, because you said Bollywood, but then you know, what is it? Where is it that you see yourself?
See, I have a bucket list. I have a couple of things mentioned in that. I want to do James Bond once in my life. I want to share screen with SRK. I want to share screen with Hrithik Roshan, Amitabh Bachchan also. Like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham kind of movie remake. I'm just trying to focus on my craft, my acting, my dancing, and I'm ready to pursue any good project which is gonna come my way.
But then, would you want to be a part of a reality show once again? That, you know, because now you got an experience of Splitsvilla. If given a chance, would you want to be a part of?
I'm not completely focusing on any of the reality show. I have to do it and do it only. It's okay if I get the opportunity along the process or in the process. But right now, I'm putting my attention and my focus more onto the OTTs or the film acting. So film acting is my major concern right now.
It's actually the mainstream that you're focusing on right now, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Any parting words for the fans who have loved watching you inside the house itself, who might want you back also? And would you want to be back in the house like a wild card if given a chance?
Yeah, why not? Why not? So I would say ki, firstly, thank you so much for showering so much of love and blessings on me, because their love and blessings and their edits, it's a driving force for me. Even when I got evicted, I got so many calls. I don't know from where they got my number. And I got video messages also. They were crying literally. And you know, it's that kind of impact you make when you come on the public domain. So that made a realization in me that when you're in the public domain, you have to be very much conscious, very mindful about every step that you take. So that's what made me more responsible towards myself and my goals. And I would just say that just put your mind, body and heart into whatever you do and just trust in the process, and the results will happen the way you want. And thank you once again for so much of love. So yeah, thank you so much guys. I love you all.
It was a pleasure having you here, and I wish कि आपके जो ये aspirations हैं, dreams हैं about targeting the mainstream. I really hope that the next conversation we have is when you are actually doing some really good project, and you know, we are discussing about that.
Inshallah, Vishakha. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much guys for watching आज का ये chat session with me, Vishakha Pandit, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this chat session with Samarthya, who has tried and given his best in the game show and would now want to focus on only the mainstream cinema. We would like to only wish him all the luck for his future plans, लेकिन आप लोग हमारे साथ नीचे बने कमेंट सेक्शन में शेयर करना भूलिएगा कि आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं आज के इस chat session के बारे में. Also, how much would you want to agree to the tags that Samarthya gave to the co-contestants? Do tell us in the comment sections below. Until then, stay tuned to Tele Chakkar, and this is me, Vishakha Pandit, signing off for now.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Tellychucker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.